heart and passion for sure. I just feel like we just had just too many letdowns defensively. We started the game off terrible, and then that just started the whole game for them the rest of the way, and we just couldn't get enough stops and all that. So we just have to look back on the film and just we have to get better because we're going to a crazy environment on Saturday. So we have to be ready for that. I can't really speak for everybody, but I mean, it's just as a team, we all just have to just find it together. And I feel like there's times where we did, and there's times where it just went away, and we just didn't bring it back. We didn't have no more energy. It was just like, I think we were just looking at the score and just looking at the time and just saying it was over. But we just can't. We got to keep playing. We got to keep going in situations like that. So we just have to learn from this and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Given your performance on Saturday, is this even more perplexing that you can't put two in a row together like that?
I mean, it was just as for we weren't making shots as well too, which was hurting us. But I mean, end of the day, we have to be solid on the defensive end every night. That has to be consistent. I mean, there's going to be games where our shots are not going to fall like today, but we have to make sure we have to keep getting stops. But we didn't do that today.
No, it wasn't anything surprising. It was just they jumped out on us early to start the game. They made some shots, and the type of team they are, once they make shots, the basket just gets bigger, and it just becomes a long day for the defense. And it just got to the point where we were just scrambling, and they jumped on us early, and we weren't able to recover. He was very positive, just all we could do was fight. We knew that we weren't playing our best basketball. We let them get out to an early lead, and they continued to roll with that. But I think we played with a lot more energy and effort in the second half. And once we are able to put two halves together, we'll be really good.
How long is a loss like this? Like, you guys don't get a game coming up very soon again. What do you do to get past this?
Well, we just have to forget about it now. I mean, the game's over. So tomorrow we have to go in, watch film, and get in the gym. We got to get up a lot of shots, and we have to start preparing for Utah State. They're a good team at home, so we just have to forget about this, put it behind us, and just make us this game has to get us a little mad, and just motivate into the next game that we can't come out like that. We can't come out slow, sluggish like that. But we have to be 100%. Oh, most definitely. I mean, you never want to disappoint, the fans and all that, because we want to make them feel happy, because we want to play hard and we want to win. But at the same time, we have to, as a team, we have to be more locked in, and we just can't start games like that. Period. I mean, it was just unacceptable on all of our parts.
That was, I apologize for that effort. That was something that I'm not accustomed to. Threw me for a loop. I just not quite sure why that was the way it was tonight, but we will definitely play harder. I don't know what verdict of games will be, but we'll definitely play much more tenacious than we did tonight, and we'll make sure of that. Got to get back with the staff and talk to some of these individual players too, because it just seemed like they were a step slow, and it's like they wanted to be faster. It was like they were trying to get to the right place. But I mean, Boise State was just very, very good. The seniors were good. The young kids were good. Leon's doing a good job. Thought we had a chance to be one of those games tonight where we could, if we took care of business and we resembled Wyoming in terms of effort and energy, and we cleaned a few things up, I thought we had a chance to have a much better showing. When you come out and give a quality team program that kind of lead, it's just too tough to come back. Our guys were dropping our heads, and there wasn't a lot of fighting the timeouts, and we just needed. Is when you need those guys. Coaches can only say so much, and draw up so many plays, but you need some internal grit, and we didn't see that. So anyway, I'll take your questions, guys. We're gonna make this kind of quick.
Did it feel like it was a completely different team out there than what you had?
I don't know, completely different, but just very ineffective. I mean, we didn't do either side of the ball well. We're just very, very off beat. We're just out of sync. It was weird. It was like I saw steps. I saw us making some progress, and then it was just kind of, I don't know. It was weird. It was very, very strange. I felt helpless. I don't know if it was a different team, but we didn't make shots. I mean, the guards were like 9 for 37. Got to get our individuals back up and start getting up more shots in practice. And like I said, I got to sit with some guys on film and ask them why they're not, doing little things that we've been preaching about forever. And, I want them to be honest with me so that I can try to resolve the issues on some of these technical things. But, they just beat us up. They beat us up. They're more physical. They're just more technically sound with their bigs. And, they don't block a lot of shots. They're very, very they're not a great shot blocking team, and they had 5 tonight. That's indicative of us not listening and executing the things that we talked about. But it's also speaks to their size and their strength and their physicality. They were much more physical than we were tonight.
Aside from the lack of energy and the grit that you mentioned, what kind of issues did you see on the defensive end in terms of execution?
Well, they were really good. I mean, Boise State was really good at what they do. They know their roles, and I thought we armed our guys with some good information to combat it, but we just didn't communicate. We didn't communicate on the floor. It's been a weakness of ours, and they got to find a way to do it. You can't talk for another individual. So we've got 3 or 4 guys that just have to understand that communication is key, and we're not doing that. So that was one of the biggest problems, because we were guarding guys that were non-shooters. We're flying out at them. We had shooters that we were closing out really short on, the guys that we were supposed to take out of. I played some man, I played some zone, I played some matchup. I was trying to find something that worked. I found a little bit in the second half, and we got some consecutive stops, but then we couldn't, capitalize on them. But we did. I mean, we outscored them, I think, by 3 the second half, but by then it was just too late.
Tyrell said they kept looking at the score, and they kept looking at the margin, and they knew it was done. Is that the most disappointing thing for you? That you kind of saw from them that they do, and then that kind of goes?
Yeah, it's a mentality. It's who cares what the score is? Go do the right things, and that's what I was talking about as far as that's a front runner mentality, and that's not going to win. You can't win with front runners, and we hadn't had that conversation before. Tonight was the first time I've actually saw that out of them. So we got to address that. It's a new blemish that has to be addressed, and the process of the season unfolds. So onward and upward. We just got to get better and get to the next game. And, communication is going to be even tougher in Logan. So, that place, I won't even be able to get in calls. They're going to have to be able to talk on the floor. It's going to be a long day. So we got some things that we're going to work on the next couple of days to get them ready for that. But yeah, Ed, I would tell you that was disappointing. That they're playing the score, and they're playing from an offensive perspective rather than a pride in defense. We got to get them to own the defensive side of the ball more. Anything else, guys?
Coach, Jen, I'd just say that you had 28 points, 3 for 4 behind the arc. Was there any game plan going into the game to try to stop him, or was that just a lack of effort on your part?
He's just a really good player. and goes get 11 rebounds, and you know he's very versatile. I told you he's like an NBA prototype guy. He can do so many things. He's athletic, and you know you can she has a very good 3-point shot, and he's just got great shot selection. You know, he stays in his box, and he does what he does well. You know, when you look at his line, you know, he's just a really good player, one of the better players in conference. He played like a first team all conference guy today. He's just good, really good. Okay, guys.